What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over a few trades I took today, Friday, September 12th, 2025. Now, before I get into that, I do want to mention that I had a pretty rough trading day yesterday. I had a negative 3-hour day. I overtraded. I made a few mistakes. I had loss aversion in the beginning of the session. It was not a good session for me, and I made a lot of mistakes, and I could have done a lot better. And I could have came out positive 2R if I would have just been patient. However, I wasn't able to make a video yesterday because honestly, I just wasn't feeling like it. I'm going to be honest, full transparency, but I was able to bounce back today. I did make a few mistakes, but I overall ended the day green, and I'm going to get into it. So as you can see here, I have 3 executions. So overall today was bullish. Context was bullish, and it's been bullish. We still have these highs right here on NASDAQ that were not taken yesterday. Now, if we go into the morning session, what I saw today was a few things. So if we come into before 7:30, we actually had a seek and destroy profile. So usually when this happens, well, we had it on... Is that today? Let me forward it a little bit. Voila, there you go. So when I came in this morning, I saw this. We had a seek and destroy profile. However, we were so close to this draw, and I felt like, hey, this is Friday. Price has been, kind of meandering around that area, kind of just faking everybody out. So I felt today we had a high probability of hitting it before coming down here and fulfilling the seek and destroy profile. So I was careful of that. I had that in mind, but I was able to find some good setups and execute. So as you can see, we got the warning right there. So I saw that. So if we come into it at 9:48, we had this 3-minute SIBI form after sweeping this liquidity here. Right, we swept all this liquidity, and I was looking for an entry. So right when this was formed, I entered long right there, and I put my stop right here at the bottom here. Stop should have been here, but I had a very aggressive stop. I got stopped out immediately on the very next 1-minute candle when I entered here. I saw this candle close very strong. I saw a lot of speed on the tape, so I re-entered right here, and I put my stop at the bottom of that wick, and I wanted to aim for these for this buy side, right, for the all-time high. Now, what ended up happening was I put my stop way too fast break even. Even though in normal circumstances it works for me, in this market for some reason the stop adjustment is not working, right? If I'm in a good trade, for some reason it's coming back to equilibrium, break even, OTE, right? So if we draw a Fibonacci here, price did just that while I was in the trade. So while I was in the trade, price from this swing to this swing, price came down right to equilibrium. Actually, OTE, bounce, boom, then hit the target. So what ended up happening was on that second trade where I entered and I had my stop here, I had moved it up to break even. Price came here and I got stopped out, break even. Now, I thought to myself, right, because this happened yesterday. This is the exact scenario that happened yesterday where I was in so many good trades and I just kept putting my stop up, and price just wanted to come back to equilibrium, right? I had my stop yesterday at like places like this, and price did not go there. However, because I kept putting in a break even, I kept getting stopped out and I kept seeing price move in my favor. So that really messed with me yesterday. So today I adjusted to that market condition. I re-entered that trade one more time and I was able to reach this buy side right here. So I'll go ahead and just exit this replay and show you the executions one more time. So those are the executions. Show them in 1 minute. So that's it, folks. Overall, decent day. I wish I would have just, left my stop alone today and yesterday. It would have been way better. But, we just have to adjust. And going forward next week, I'm going to adjust to that. Overall, this week, I believe I'm down maybe 0.5 R. If not, I'm break even this week after all of these trading days. So the good thing is that I was able to protect capital, right? I didn't go on crazy tilt. Obviously, the bad thing is that I wasn't able to make any money. But for me, protecting capital is more important. For me, that works way better. When I protect capital in the long run, I always end up doing better. So just have to adjust to the market, right? If I would have just went for 1-for-1s this week, it would have been way better. But I like to go for 1-for-2s because, you can be wrong. You don't know, so it's better to just go for 1-for-2 and then, you can make it back on the next trade if you're wrong the first time. But my bias has been correct all throughout this week. So now that we've hit this buy side and we're closing pretty strong above it, going into next week, I'm going to be very, 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 very bullish, right? This is a nice close on the week. If we close around this levels in the next 2 minutes, I'll be looking for some more bullish trades next week. Hopefully, if we open up and we come down, I'll look for price to expand even higher. But I believe going next week that price will want to just kind of have high resistance liquidity runs. Run up higher like so. Come back down to the midway mark and then run higher. In the past we've had bullish action where price just like runs up higher, consolidates, runs up higher, or runs up higher, consolidates, takes them out the stops, and then runs higher. But right now we're having action a little cleaner, right? Price is coming up high, retracing to equilibrium, if not lower, and then going higher. So if we don't have like crazy speed next week where price is like super bullish, I'll just look to do that, enter at equilibrium, hold it. If I have an entry, I don't want to jam the stop up too quick. I'm just going to leave my stops alone. And if price comes back down to it, I'm going to hold my original stop and I'm going to ride the trend. So that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, if you found value, please like and subscribe. I'm working on a community. I'm going to try to build a free community for you guys where we can all come together, bounce ideas, and just build some good camaraderie. So if you're interested in that, be on the lookout. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.